facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
So true.
The National Basketball Association and the Portland Trail Blazers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest officer, security, or arena staff member. We've got another giveaway coming up during the next home game. The first 10,000 fans will get their own Portland Trail Blazers mouse pad. Don't forget to come up to the event today. We're going to pass you the pictures of your favorite mascot. Trailblazer fans, get tickets now for the best game package.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Look at Orlando. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And when I look at Orlando, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the guard spots, it's Suggs and Anthony. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for Portland, we've got DeAndre Ayton, Henderson out there with Red Hot. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Now here's Ayton. Coffee passes to Henderson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
And Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here's Henderson after the three-pointer from Cole Anthony. And Coffee gets it to go.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Suggs. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Coffee gets it to go.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Here's Orlando now. 6-point game. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Now, here's Wagner. A 24-point outing in their last game against Miami. Anthony can't hit.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Anthony, coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Here's Suggs. And nothing is falling for him right now. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Heat.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. To take a look at the Celtics, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Portland, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Wagner outside. Outside Anthony. Shot to stop the run. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Trailblazers leading by 12. Coffee. They get it again. Here's Ayton. Plays it up and banks it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Suggs. 17 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Abdia. And he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Red Hot. Coffey's got 17.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Red Hot was indeed hot in the last game against the Bucks, put on a show. He scored an incredible number of points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Robinson's checked in for Banchero.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks, Kevin. Closing in on the trade deadline, it's the Rockets front office getting things done. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Now it's the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Here's Black. 17 points in his last outing. And Wagner has it in the corner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Coffey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Coffey's got 22.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Isaac. Wagner wide open. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
There's the 3. That shot off the mark. Orlando's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's De Silva. The Magic again can't hit. Portland leading by 22. Here's Coffey. Hits it from three-point range. 25 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Pass to De Silva. Now here is Robinson. He's guarded by Williams. Fades away. Robinson misses. To the middle. And Williams throws it down.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Wagner with it. Launches it. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Portland ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic start in the second. Robinson is out there with Isaac. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Black. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard position. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA, thanks. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Black. No scoring in this one. Isaac tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Isaac with the steal. Banchero against Sharp. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got his first 2 points.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Portland grabs the miss. Avdiiv's got his 4th rebound in this one. Coffee passes to Avdiiv. Henderson outside. Takes the 3. Portland no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Black. Henderson defending. Here's Isaac. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. Orlando moving the ball around. Got a hand on it. Here's Coffee. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
For Orlando, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Back to Black. Now, here's Suggs. Not a lot of room. Can't connect from short range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And for the Magic, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Here's Black. He has yet to score. The tray. And it's Suggs missing. For three. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Black the pass to Carter. Looking to end the run. Avdia with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Robert Williams is checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Henderson. Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Black. Now here is Robinson. Hasn't made one yet. And that one's good, Suggs.
Well, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Took him no time at all on that one. 48 points for Red Hot.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Anthony left side. Portland grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Now Carter, after the missed three from Red Hot. Back to Anthony. The three. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter, though.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And here is Suggs after the three-pointer from Red Hot.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Isaac's checked in for Robinson.
Jalen Suggs at the line.
Both free throws good from Suggs. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Simons the pass to Coffey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide-open man and getting an assist out of it.
Now Suggs. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our participants.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So it's Orlando now. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Avdia is out there with Ayton. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Red Hot. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. It's good from long range.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Banchero, a screen on Henderson. Pass to Carter. Inside. Out to Anthony. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Trailblazers third.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
5 to shoot. Banchero with the screen. Wagner from long range. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Count it. Avdia's got his first points in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here's Banchero. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Portland with the ball. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
The Magic have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Anthony, the pass to Carter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
To the paint, here's Ayton. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Magic shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Since halftime, scoreless in their first 5 attempts. It's been ugly.
Here's Coffey. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Coffey's got 5 points now in the quarter. Henderson against Suggs. And Banchero. Here we go. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their...
And good! There's another!
And he now owns the record for a career 60-point games. Shocking.
Some people already consider him the best ever to lace him up. This will continue to fuel that conversation. Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in, and a switch here also for Orlando. Black's checked in. Carter outside. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wagner outside. Now, here's Banchero. Carter with a screen on Avdia. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Wagner for the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Suggs has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Down low, and Ayton throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. To the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. is tough as they come.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Here's Coffey. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Just 3 to shoot. Good on the triple.
And that's a high percentage shot for Simons. He loves that corner 3.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Robinson comes in for Carter, and Isaac subbed in for Banchero.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Here's Black, still without a basket. Pass to Wagner. A minute 50 left in the 3rd. Robinson kicks to Suggs. Rebound by Williams.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Coffey over Suggs. Coffey can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And it's Wagner missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Coffey can't get it to go. The Magic shooting 31% here in the 3rd. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Black the pass to Isaac. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Trailblazers shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And the 3-ball is good.
And what's gotten into him today? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
Well, Orlando, shooting 27% the offense, is just embarrassing themselves. And it's Suggs missing. Here's Sharp. Buries it down low.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Black, Mitchell Robinson out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Banchero. And it's De Silva in at the two-guard spot. Pass to Black. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Simons from outside. Orlando grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Black. Here's the three. Benton with the rebound. Portland has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Grant outside. There's the pick. Fires the three. Doesn't go that time.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Black. Isaac with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his three. Now, here's Thibault. Here's Reith. Started by Robinson. Back to Thibault. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Thibault's got his first basket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Here's Banchero. Here's Black, covered by Simons. Black, no good. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And it's Simons missing. The Magic have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Count the basket.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Manton, the pass to Simons. Thibault for 3. Robinson pulls it in. The Magic have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Simons from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Simons has got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Banchero. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Here's Banton. Pass to Grant. Here's Banton. From deep. And it's Simons missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Isaac down low. Grant on him. Isaac misses. Simons on the wing. And that one drops for him. Simons has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Black dishes to Banchero. Back to Black. Inside, Robinson. Isaac outside. The three-pointer, no good. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Again, Simons missing. Banchero outside. Here's Black. Back to Banchero. Over Thibault. The Magic again can't hit. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Red Hot.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 3-pointer, Simons. Robinson pulls it in. Here's Black. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time